Okie doke. But that's where we left off last time, and this time we've just went into the ocean. I haven't really had the chance to look inside our boat wagon yet, and that's about it. So now we're going to the Outer Solace, which is fetid waters off the coast of Flagging Hands. Bertrude's instructions are to navigate the maze of maws in a curving route bearing northeast, which is exactly where we'll go. Also, it'd be helpful if you saw the video, wouldn't it? The wagon continues, rolling gently across the waves, which seems to you a welcome change of pace after having come from Flagging Hands not very long ago. However, Jadariel seems more concerned now than before and paces ceaselessly. When she notices Ruki, she stops him for some questioning. Greentail. How is he doing? Who, Hedwin? No, he's pretty much the same. Been up all night, retching into the waters if I had to guess. His first time out at sea? His first. She turns to you. Reader, please check on Hedwin when you have the opportunity. He requires our support, and we require his swift recovery. Why do you leave it to me? Why can't you do it? You wish them a good afternoon as you go check up on the others in the group. Later, you find Hedwin looking out of sorts. Oh. Hello, my friend. It's just... the sea hasn't been good for me, I guess. It's funny. All this trouble just to get back to the Commonwealth of all places. Hey. Tell me something. What do you miss the most about that place? Edwin wants to know what you miss about your past life. Your book collection. Sure, it was highly illegal, though just the same, you miss having had access to those volumes. The few friends you had, your life was almost always difficult, but several of your longtime confidants did help you to get by. Perhaps the food, your mouth waters at the thought of it, at least compared with what passes for sustenance here. Nothing springs to mind. You've made conscious efforts to discard most of your memories of living in the Commonwealth. If it were me, it'd probably be the food. You confess to him that you do miss Commonwealth cuisine, not that you often get to eat your fill of it or anything. The food. That's a surprise. I always thought the food was terrible. I hope you're not offended. I think maybe you haven't tried real food. One day if we luck out and find ourselves decent ingredients, I'll cook something for you. Okay? Anyway, I'll be fine, I think. Thank you for checking up on me. You sense he wishes to be alone. There is not much to be done for him for now. It appears Hedwin is too ill to conduct the next rite. May he soon get well. I'm sorry for my interruption, reader. Please again confirm the next point on our voyage. I mean, we're still going that way. That's still us, and I still can't click on my wagon boat. Sea Solace, you have not yet been to this region of the downside. According to Bertrude, the celestial landmark you seek is beyond this strait. We're going that way. That's where we're going. Oh my gosh, the Sea of Solace. By the scribes! The sea! I didn't know it was so beautiful. Having escaped the waters of Wyrm Gulf, you now can see what must be the hulk of oars far on the horizon. Not everyone has taken well to the sea voyage, however. Harum? Teaser was wondering if Hedwin is feeling better. He requires further rest, Tizo. All we can do is to wish him a swift recovery. Reader? From this point, our voyage must diverge from Bertrude's instructions. Please consult with your companions about which course to take. Okay. We have Under King Pass. The north current towards the Hulk of Oars runs as quick as Under King Oars. Oh! Under King Oars himself. Gay believes that the 8 scribes shall bless you here. Fathomless Trench. The south current towards the Hulk of Oars teem with fish and other sea life. Tizo wants to fish for something tasty there. It's not about you, Tizo. It's about us as a whole, and I think we need to be blessed by the 8 scribes. Whee! You find Gay gazing... I cannot. Ugh. You find Gay gazing down into the depths. The water is so very beautiful, and yet it's very dangerous. They always said it's very dangerous if you fall in or drink enough of it. But the scribes, they have protected us, and they are watching. I just know. Even out here in the waters of Under King Oars, they urge us on. I feel it. I just know. There is no denying that the North Current sends you quickly on your way. Perhaps it is the thought of reaching land again, but you can sense a spring in everyone's steps. Your companions gained +2 quickness for the next rite. Amazing. That is my favorite. My favorite. You're too fast, too furious. Oh yeah, the spear of Longinus. At last you arrive at the Hulk of Oars after journeying across the sea. It seems the next rite is to commence here soon, though there is no sign of your next adversaries yet. Why are you here? Pedroville down the river. Let's do these first. I'll get to you in a minute. I find it very rude that I couldn't click on things while we were in boat mode, and now we're out of boat mode. And the little fancy windows aren't there anymore. Oh, they're up here! Nice. Never mind. I'm so sorry. Nautical Bell. Among the Black Wagon's seafaring equipment, Hedwyn uses it to signal when food is ready. Keepsake from Big Bertrude's. How are we making food if we're continuously throwing up, Hedwyn? Oh! Oh! Rookie doesn't like that. Oh, you just keep right on ringing that bell, chum. Keep at it. Rookie seems to be taking issue with your frivolous use of the nautical bell. After all, there is no sign of nautical emergency, nor a prepared meal. Oh, I know it's not mealtime. It's fine. I'm starting to really enjoy the constant ringing sound, though, now that it doesn't mean anything to me or anyone anymore. Besides, ringing the bell, it's probably some good exercise, right? And it's good training for my ears, too. You know, we curs have ultra-sensitive hearing, don't you? Well, not anymore, I don't. Anyway, thanks. I mean that. He storms off. Rookie shall never forgive you for abusing the nautical bell. I'm sorry. So be it. Oh. Rookie reappears laughing heartily. He was only joking. Probably. See, now I'm just tempted to do it again because you're being rude. Silver Cudgelhead? A limbless, cold-blooded creature rescued from the sea. It is fully grown, and it has led a rich life. A keepsake from Wyrm Gulf. I can't see it because somebody's bell horns are in the way. Next page. Da-da-da-da. Down the river, in the words of Gal Galathanian, the Master General. The Emperor The Emperor Slayer knew not of this, of course. His expedition yielded not the treasure he desired, but brought him closer to his country than he had ever been before. As he traveled down the river Scalorian in pursuit of greed, he found instead an inkling of shame. He saw the sunken faces of his people, heard their words for him. In time, he could not ignore it, and it proved more than he could bear. The river finally claimed him, his belongings, and his retinue. Once the people heard, I understand they cried with joy. Perhaps he ought to have perished, but the mercy shown to him, I think, is what transformed him. Let's also speak with our friend. You call upon me for some purpose, my reader. Yeah, what's up? How's it going? There is an undulation. Undulation? Undulation. There is an undulation I have sensed, reader, which means I think that your black wagon sails the seas. Am I not right? Of course I am. She laughs at this, or at herself, perhaps. I scarce remember the sea. It has been a little while since I bathed in it. You understand. My memories of it are wistful, nonetheless. Although, if I remember correctly, the Sea of Solace is a disgusting mockery of the Emerald Seas near to the Empire. It is a Sar-dominated and known world for millennia till the doomed reign of Celium Mur. Never shall we make the wicked errors of our predecessors. Archjustice, Androbolus. I'm very bad with the Roman numerals, 4. Do be careful out there, will you? Now let me cease my prattling, lest I extend my sentence by another, such eternity or two. We had best stick to business. I disagree. I think we're having a good time. Goodbye. You know where to find me. I do. Reader, a moment of your time. You ask what is on her mind. Edwin. He is beginning to recover from his illness. However, its sudden onset serves as a reminder, I believe. I have known Hedwin since he was a child. Even now, I hesitate to say that he's grown. Nevertheless, there are such things that even I would never say to him directly. For instance, I struggle with his confidence at times. Whether he leads us to our freedom or our doom, I am ambivalent. Speak not a word of this to him, of course. In case that is unclear, I shall tell him in my own way, if and when the time requires. In any case, when times remind me of his mortal weaknesses, I end up having to consider what should happen should we become separated permanently. She trails off for a while. What I mean to say is you should know that I am fully pledged now to this quest of ours, whether Hedwin is one to lead us to its end or not. I have my reasons. One of them is him. I expect the same holds true for you. That is all I wish to say. Take care, reader. She nods and brushes past you towards the door. I see. And we can see the fish guy. Oh. Oh, that wasn't me doing it. I was like, what was... I'm killing him. Okay. We have gone through these. Let's go in there. Talk to the slug man. Oh, hey, you guys. Funny running into you out here right in the middle of the drink. You know what I mean? Not a lot of customers today, so have a look. I'll give you a good deal. What is that? The Thorned Knot. Rank 5 Talisman. Effect. When aura casting raises the bearer's maximum range plus 8%. The thorns are long dead and dried, yet retain some old enchantment through superficial pain they cause. I don't have that much money though, my friend. I haven't even enhanced anything. Unfortunately, I don't have any money, my friend. Just the way it goes sometimes, eh, Dad? I mean, I don't have any money. I'm working on getting blessed, not getting cash money. Right, well, there's nothing else we can do. We must commence the rite. Having landed at the Hulk of Ores, you and your fellow exiles now anticipate the hour that the rites are to commence again. What do you think, Tizo? Don't I look just like Mr. Headwind? Hoo-hoo. Tizo is worried that Headwind is still feeling unwell. Wait, I think... What's that? A serpentine creature emerges from the water, followed by several others of its kind. You recognize it as a Wyrm of the Sea Dominion. Show me! Exiled Wyrms of the Sea Dominion tend to seek out the cold of the downside seas. Known for being reckless and single-minded, they were perfectly suited to fill the Commonwealth's front lines. Sea Dominion is a fast and war-torn undersea regime, home to untold numbers of amphibious worms. Having conquered the waters, the Wyrms chambered onto the Commonwealth shores in search of new wars. What they all are doing here, you see plain by their ritual raiments, the nearest one somehow loosens its mask. Oh, good sirs, and good ladies. So it is you that heed the summons to glorious competition against this knight and his brigade. Well then, let us do battle now without delay. More than our freedom is at stake here, but our very honor. And this knight fully intends to claim his. Oh, and lest this knight forget, he is called Sir Gilman. He salutes you all on behalf of the Pyre Hearts. Until the contest. Yeah, dude. Sir Gilman. He is a once proud Knight of the Sea Dominion on a self-made quest to regain his honor. Pyre Hearts is a triumvirate of Wyrm Knights who perceive the rites as great battles to be won. He splashes out of view just as the stars above begin to shimmer with strange light. And I'm gonna turn on my light.
Relentless, aren't we, reader?
Yes.
Even the vastness of the sea was not enough to thwart your coming here.
I'm a bad
The
bitch.
Hulk of Ores. You would be wise not
Oh, not Ores.
to estimate your adversaries here, despite their pitiable look. I am, of course, referring to the Pyre Hearts. These rites are but another war to them, and that makes you their mortal enemy. I expect your battle to be glorious.
So I'm guessing we either bump into those holes in the floor, or we fall into the holes in the floor. Your fellow exiles are gathered on the rotting deck of the Hulk of Ores as your adversaries clamber into view. View? Not view. Rookie paws up to them. Say, what are you Wyrms even doing here? Can't you just swim back to the Commonwealth or the Sea Dominion or wherever it is you're from? An excellent point. It seems that these adversaries in the rites are clever. Wouldn't you say, sire? Just get rid of them already, Gilman. As your commanding officer, this knight hereby commands it. Hark! This knight wishes to introduce his noble commander. No Wyrm knight in history has withstood as many frontline battles. Doff off your helm, sire, as is our custom. May our adversaries tremble at the sight of you. Sir Gilman attends to his commander's mask, despite his protests. Oh, baby. Wait, give this knight his mask. This knight hereby presents to you the great Sir Deluge, a noble visage, is it not? He is a petty Wyrm Knight of the Sea Dominion, who somehow survived countless battles. Mike Wazoski? Sir Deluge trembles and squirms. So... Yes, you can swim, or... No. Of course we knights can swim! All knights of the Sea Dominion can! But we are exiles in this land, the same as ye. We can't swim, 'tis true. But 'tis similarly impossible to swim back up the river down which we are flushed to end up here. Nay, there is but one way to return. Silence, Gilman! Nobody cares! Back to your post! Sir Gilman hesitates, but does as he is told. This knight knows who you are, Nightwings, and he is not afraid of you. He somehow climbs back into his mask and coils up to his full height. Now, on guard! The exiles of the Wyrm Triumvirate take their positions as you focus on the Book of Rites. I bet they're fast. Reader. Edwin's illness means he cannot help us here. He shall be counting on us.
Now, let us begin.
Look at him. He's so sad. He's sad he can't do it. So, let's do... But hold on. Let's have a look at our guys. Quickness is 20. Yeah, these dudes are too fast, too furious. So 25, 31, 28, all too fast. 15, 15, 22, 15, 5, 17, 15, 12, 20, 26. So Sir Marsh gets banished and he just comes right back. Okay. So I would say we need someone...
Decided yet?
No, I'm talking. Silly. Okay, so put that down. What do we have? +2 quickness. Thinking. I want Jadariel to be last. Yeah, we'll keep that there. Actually, no, we're even. I put a thing in it. What did it do? It looks like it's still +2. Alright. We'll do that. Do that. So then we'll choose. Choose.
Yay!
Shiru-sama?
And choose, and then we will hold our breath and hope for the best. Let us make short work of this lot. Gilman? Status report? What is the enemy's position? They now stand ready to confront us, sire. A very brave triumvirate they seem to this knight's eye. Brave? You're sucking monsters, one and all. Pyre hearts! Be ready!
Begin! That's it. Glory to the Nightwings, first of all. Poor Yoda.
No, I jumped! Or did he bump into me? I missed it, actually.
Each pyre now burns no more brightly than the other. All of the pyre hearts gone. Righteous fire! The Nightwing's edge.
What the fuck? Whoa. What is happening?
Blessed be.
Gilman, Your form is sloppy. Fight them as though your miserable life is on the line. Your words do wound me, sire. This knight gives every right his very, very best. But perhaps we do have much to learn from such a brave triumvirate as the ones whom we now face. Whose side are you on? Get out there and vanquish them at once. Wow. Those bozos bicker more than we do. Let's get them while they're busy fighting. Okay.
There seems to be dissension in your adversaries' ranks. 'Tis little wonder these fool Wyrm knights are no longer fit to serve the Commonwealth. Bask in the purifying flame. Plunged into the fire. No more than a lick of flame remains. You have it! And it is
Just confuse them. If I confuse them enough.
accomplished effortlessly, I might add.
Oh, thank you. That is so kind of you.
It's complete.
Those worms are quick, alright, but Rookie Greentail's quicker. The sea was making me a little queasy, honestly. But we still won. We won. I expected more from the Worm Knights of the Sea Dominion. This knight commends you, noble Nightwings. Gloriously fought indeed, and this knight shall wistfully remember this defeat until the end of his days. Silence, Gilman! This is all your fault, and now cavorting with our enemies? How dare you? This knight was but a tempting honorary compliment, sire. Is it not in accordance with the rights to praise one's adversary on a worthy outcome? Oh, worthy? This knight will show you worthy, you miserable little minnow. You are a failure, Gilman. Get now from this knight's sight.
What stirs now in the hearts of all these exiles? Until the stars align.
No. After besting the Pyre Hearts in a decisive victory, you at last return to the wagon with your companions. There is little discussion at the Pyre Hearts, who seem to have already swam off towards wherever the next stars directed them. Instead, your fellow exile's attention turns towards your companion, who was absent for the rite. How is Hedwyn? The lone minstrel makes a sound, but no words form as yet. Something is troubling him. I urged him to remain bedridden, and he simply would not listen. I am very sorry, but... Wait. What? Everyone stares at the lone minstrel in stunned silence. The lone minstrel breathes a heavy sigh. But then... Hey, what's with the long faces, everyone? Minstrel, I should wring that neck of yours. As I was attempting to explain, Edwin is already up and about, despite my having strongly recommended further rest. Those that are unaccustomed to sea voyage and take ill, they are very likely to experience further symptoms if they do not remain bedridden, or at least sedentary. Edwin is running a considerable risk of having to spend another night in great discomfort. What are you, a doctor? Nay. Although I traveled once with one extensively. Look, I appreciate your caution and concern to read. But I'm pretty well accustomed to discomfort here, and I had to see how things turned out tonight. I haven't had to stay out of a rite like that before. So, you are back among the living then, Hedwyn. I was just seasick. Nevertheless, your recovery requires rest. I think we could all use some rest after tonight. Anyway, thank you, everyone, for your concern, and I'm sorry that I worried you or caused you further burden. He turns to you. My friend, what do you say we figure out where to go next? I'm beginning to miss being on solid ground. You follow him outside where the night sky awaits. Hey, I wanted to thank you for conducting the rite back there without me being there. I could rest easy knowing you and the others would get through it. Anyway, I'll leave you to your reading. Can't begin to imagine where we'll be off to next. We're well past anywhere in the downside I've ever been. Even Jody hasn't gone this far. He bids you a good evening as you turn your attention back to the sky. The stars shine down upon you. Seek again your destination. And I remember this time my mouse controls. I'm assuming north, and this is Triesta, the Silver Star. The Silver Star burns bright over the fissured lands of Black Basin. Ah! Rapidash. Still further north then. Not simply north. This shall prove difficult. What's the problem? Our destination is beyond the Deathless Tempest. A vessel such as ours has little hope of traversing it intact. Deathless Tempest is a tempest, raging in the Sea of Solace seemingly for all eternity. The storm that arose after the death of the sea titan Unfathomed Plurns never has entirely subsided. Can we go around it? Given our confrontation with the Pyre Hearts, our chances back in Wyrm-held waters would be even worse. Come on, people. It'll just be another day in the downside. Go get yourself some sleep while we still can. Bet you'll feel better in the morning. Your optimism is infectious. Isn't it? You all concur that rest is in order, for this sea journey has been taxing to everyone. Come daybreak, you shall have to find a way to sail past the Deathless Tempest. Oh, hi, reader. I'm so happy right now. I'm happy because I was so worried about Mr. Hedwyn for a while there, you know? He was so kind to me when we first met. Him and Mr. Dario and Mr. Greentail and you, too. But I just really like him. She sighs. She seems happy to be here. Say, do you, She trails off for a moment. Do you think he likes me too? Kay is wondering if you think Hedwyn likes her. Encourage her. If she is wondering how Hedwyn feels about her, she should just talk to him. Let her down. Gay should know Hedwyn enjoys her company, but may not share her feelings beyond that. Change the subject. There must be a way to redirect her attention to something less awkward. Ooh. Ooh. I have personally not been in enough interaction with both of you interacting, so I can't be sure, but I mean, if you're wondering how Hedwyn feels, you should just ask. You suggest to Gay that if she has certain feelings for Hedwyn, that she should let him know. It is a rare privilege to feel loved. She stares at you for a moment. Then she begins to laugh. You're so silly, reader. I didn't mean like him like that. That's so embarrassing. Besides, I think that maybe he's a little old, you know? I'm gonna go cheer him up. This is a funny story. She bounds off, leaving you to ponder what just happened exactly. Gay gained +1 hope for the next right. How dare you? I don't know how old she... Well, no, I guess they did say she was a girl. I immediately thought maybe she's an adult. Or maybe she has a crush. I don't know. Anyway, continue on your journey. Oh boy. Ragged Rock. The north current towards Stormwall passes by old carcasses of ships long gone. Rookie spotted wreckage in the area and believes there could be valuables to find. Prophecy. The south current towards Stormwall brims with large sea creatures. Tizo seems very eager to see the wagon head in this direction. Ooh. I don't know, it seems like maybe we'll get something towards the right with this one. But we don't have any money. Or we don't have much money. The remnants of a shattered fleet do little to raise the confidence of your companions, given that the massive Deathless Tempest rages to the north, not far from your position. We ought to be more concerned with that storm than in finding trinkets, Greentail. Oh, relax, Jody. Let me do my job. I don't show up when you're out there keeping watch and start telling you to come off it, now do I? You interrupt me in the middle of my work no fewer than 4 times per day. They go on like this for some time before turning to you. Investigating the wreckage is going to take time, but you may find something to show for it. Jadariel is correct in that your focus ought to be on finding passage to your destination. Rookie rarely is mistaken when it comes to matters of finding valuables. I agree. You suggest that it may well be worthwhile to continue searching through the wreckage. After having come this far, Rookie grins wide. Knew you'd see it my way, chum. Now let's see what we can get. After an exhaustive search... Oh. Sorry, chum. I think I was just chasing the refraction of the sun or something. There's nothing down there. Jadariel fumes at all of this, but says nothing. No! I'm sorry, Jadariel. Jadariel lost -1 hope for the next fight. I am a fool. You and your companions look upon the Deathless Tempest. The stars demand you sail beyond it, yet the very thought is beyond reason. Then something in the nearby water stirs, and from it springs something familiar. Hold, good ladies and good sirs. This knight beseeches you to hear him, if you please. What is it now, Wyrm? The rites are ended. We have no further need of you. Oh, but you do. And in turn, this knight has further need of you, good lady. Out with it, then. Let us be joined. Let this knight join you, please. Can you believe this, Hedwyn? Not really, no. Nay, look ye not so surprised. Your valor in the rites did stir this poor knight's soul. He swears to you upon his long-lost honor as a would-be knight-errant of the Sea Dominion that he shall serve you to the end. What about your other Wyrm friends back there? The Pyre hearts? They are base cowards! This knight can no longer abide such spineless characters, having witnessed true glory in our clash upon the hulk of Ordis. Never before have we been trounced so thoroughly. And furthermore, this knight shall aid your passage through the Deathless Tempest. Is it not so that you seek passage to the north? With this knight's aid, you shall achieve your wish. Sir Gilman continues to persuade you for quite some time. He seems to know a way across the storm, some sort of long-held secret among the Wyrms exiled to these waters. Jadariel pulls the rest of you aside after Hedwyn gives her a look. Are you most sure that Sandalwood would want this thing along. Still don't really know anything about Sandalwood. Mostly sure. Sandalwood wants someone for each mask, and this one seems about as good as we're gonna get. Dario glowers back at the Wyrm, who tries his best to look presentable. Edwin is more gracious. He tells Sir Gilman that if he promises to help you cross the Deathless Tempest, then he can come along. For now. This knight is overjoyed, and he hereby swears to see you pass the storm. Though first, this knight requires your consent. Give unto this knight your blessings in the name of the Nightwings, and thus shall he go forth. Gilman seems to be asking your permission for something. Yes, tentatively agree to whatever he is asking so he can get on with it already. Beg pardon, it is not clear to you as to what exactly Sir Gilman intends to do for you right now. As you begin to say something in response, Sir Gilman cries out in triumph. He vanishes into the depths, yet through this close encounter with him, you cling to some sense of where he is going and what he intends to do. Sir Gilman is determined to help you cross the Deathless Tempest. Help see his mission through. Okay. Oh. Determined to prove himself to you and the Nightwings, Sir Gilman emerges somewhere in the outer reaches of the Sea of Solace and calls out to you. Master Reader, if you can hear this knight, then he implores you now, lend him your guidance. This knight's objective ought to be not far east of here. Today we shall bring peace to the embroiled sea. Know, however, that among this knight's brethren, the actions we are about to take are highly forbidden, but they are highly just. Thus, Sir Gilman sets forth to quell the storm that rages to the north. Traverse. Oh, okay. I see. All right. Am I dealing with these? Hello? Hark! Yonder lie the foul spawn of unfathomed blurred. Blurns? Boiling the seas within their wrath. The sea titan once slayed by the scribe under King Ores, her brood lies dormant in the sea. Tales of her monstrosity long spread across the world, the Book of Rites. Exiled worms within these waters long have harbored these abominations, using them to bar passage through the downside's channels for any save this knight's own kind. Begone from here, fiends! This night shall finish what the Under King Ores started! Finish the... Oh, okay. Press... But that's what I'm doing. Whee! Oh, you can just do that, huh? Oh! Hold it right there, you treacherous slug! Traitorous. How dare you turn your back on this knight? To your superior? Superior by rank no longer, for we no longer serve the Commonwealth. Last this knight checked. Here you hold no sway over this knight. Ah! Oh. And what have you done to the spawn? Have you no honor left at all? This knight does that which required doing. His honor cannot sink much lower anyhow. He figured this would be an ideal time to free himself from servitude to you. Why, you dare to start the tempest for those Nightwings? Good Sir Deluge, this knight was born to dare. Now come and fight this night if you so dare as well. I can't stop imagining Mike Wazoski. Pyre hearts, banish him! This is an order! Cannot scream. Come on. Whee! Oh, whee! Whee! Oh. Whoop. You see, Gilman? You shall never be inferior, even among the weakest of our kind. Gilman? Where did you go? Gilman! Gilman! But Sir Gilman's banishment served as the perfect ruse for him to elude his adversaries and return to his newfound allies. Oh, okay. I wonder if I would have gotten something extra. This knight would say it was an honor serving you, Sir Deluge, but that would be a bald-faced lie. And yet another stain upon his blackened reputation. Until we meet again! Wait, you lovely traitor? This knight will have your head! Gavin! Meh! As the days wear on, as the day wears on, there is still no sign of the Wyrm Knight. Your companions grow restless. But then, hail! This knight returns with a newfound tales to tell and new scars to show for them. Sir Gilman is sopping wet and visibly shaken. He struggles to maintain decorum. He is, in short, the very image of a Wyrm Knight. And more importantly, that little tempest ought to no longer pose a threat for now. Behold! As if on cue, the deathless tempest begins to simmer and subside. Did you look at that? You really did it. Of course this knight did it. Now, if it would be alright with you, this knight could really use some shut-eye. The Wyrm Knight then collapses in exhaustion. You and Hedwyn help him up. A deal's a deal, Sir Gilman. Welcome to the Night Wings. Huzzah! Sir Gilman joined the group. He also revealed a path north for you. Bid him welcome. Yay! Deathless template! With Sir Gilman's aid, you managed to breach the tempest. You were true to your word, Wyrm. I shall give you that. But now what? You're stranded in this cursed storm. A most excellent question, and from one most fair. Call me that once more, and I shall tell you in a nod. And from one most spirited as well. This knight was wise to side with you. Was wise. Oh my god. Just, where do we turn from here? Answer the question. Now. Sir Gilman does no such thing, although eventually he does make note of a specific current that should lead you to the lands beyond. If I may, I can corroborate Sir Gilman's account. We are close to making landfall. Then let me be the first to say. Let's go. You are on the verge of sailing across the Sea of Solace. Voyage onward. Say, Tariq? Hi, Ruki. What is it? That loot you're always carrying around. You know how to play that thing, don't you? Why, I suppose I do. Good, because I was thinking it's a little gloomy here, and we could use a little tune to lighten up the mood. Know what I mean? Aye. Then, let me see what I can do.
Before the salt and roiling sea, the moon began to cry.
Black Basin, you've not yet been to this region of the downside. Sir Gilman claims the downside's northern landmass should be just beyond these waters.
The misty stars, I'll hide away from the chill until the evening rise.
I see it.
The place where Plurna scuttled her foe, the doomed ship still resides.
I'd like to read, but you're still singing.
Proud, forsaken by tides. In death she leaves her stain on the place. The tempest never dies. Her final throes and shivers and shakes 1,000 years gone by.
At last your wagon rumbles onto solid, jagged ground, the land called Black Basin. Your fellow exiles unpack the wagon so you can take stock of how best to reach your destination. Black glass, searing vapor, and strangling forests mark the forsaken lands that loom across the sea. The 8 scribes first discovered this, the northern mass of the downside. Of course. Yeah. Sir Gilman's Crest. Official certification of knighthood in the Commonwealth, oft sought by Wyrm Knights. I suppose we will speak. You approach Sir Gilman, who must have just finished practicing his fencing maneuvers. He regards you with his single eye. Hail, Master Reader! This knight is determined to train harder, having joined the famous Nightwings. He shall ensure that his triumvirate continues to live up to its most feared reputation. This is such an honor! And this knight has a great deal of honor to regain. Having fled the Pyre Hearts, this knight fully expects now to conduct the rites in a most honorable fashion, to the fullest letter of the law described within the books. Some triumvirates this knight has met as, and perchance mentioned by name, they are inclined to bend the rules a bit, sometimes a lot, to prevail by any means they can. But this is wrong! The exile who refuses to obey the rules as they are written by the Underking orders and his 7 friends deserves neither his honor nor his freedom. Thusly, does this knight have confidence the Master Reader shall resist any temptations to conduct the rites in any underhanded fashion. Now then, this knight must undergo a thorough cleansing, having trained it to the point of foulness. So, please excuse him, Master Reader. He slithers off, humming some sort of chivalrous tune. Thanks for that. A visit from my favorite reader. What is the occasion? Just hanging out. So, then we are back on solid land, or something like it, Then this must be Black Basin. Flames and noxious fumes on one side, suffocating forests on the other. Lovely, lovely place. So good of you to take me here. You truly would pursue those blasted stars until the farthest corners of this land, it seems. Though I had better cease my blasphemy, or else the scribes themselves just might descend from up on high and strike me with another much-deserved penalty. The thrill of such transgressions, reader. Sometimes it keeps me going. Not that I have any real choice. Now we had best get back to our normal business, as it were. That's it. I just wanted to say hi.
Venta visitame.
I shall be here if you need me. I just like knowing what she has to say. She seems like such a great lady. The only other thing, I guess what we could do is survey the surroundings, and then we'll end it for the day. There is no clear path up the cliffs, so you will need to use what time you have to make one. You find that Headwind has asked for several volunteers to scout the area and report back. Alright, everyone. Don't go too far, and let's meet back by dusk. Please use caution. The exiles dwelling in these lands are, well, rather territorial. For your part, you remain with the Black Wagon to keep watch. You see occasional dark shapes soaring across the sky, but none of them draw near enough for you to see in any detail. Eventually, your companions make their way back, and everyone arrives as planned, or earlier. Hi, everyone! I'm back! I've come back! Gay returns from the east with little to report, save for word that the glowing molten rock there is very, very hot. This knight yet lives! Although he has little else to report. The newest member of the group, Sir Gelman, returns from a northern pass, visibly shaken. He appears to have discovered an intense fear of heights. Greyhawk. Tiza wonders whether any species of fish live in the pools or a rock nearby. The little Mtizo seems disappointed to have left the water behind. He remains with you, near to the wagon. There is a western path that seems traversable. If we travel by light of dawn, the shadows in the crags may well cover our advance against whomever may be watching. Begging your pardon. I do not wish to contradict your strategy, madam, though in my experience we shall not remain hidden for long under the climb towards the nest of Triesta, which is, according to the stars, the next rite shall soon commence here. The exiled harp matriarch lived in solitude among these very cliffs. The exiles of the Highwing remnants, you may have no love for them inherently, but they have no such qualms with me for now. I may be able to negotiate a safe passage. Highwing remnants, the last surviving faction of the Winged Harps, the ancient enemies of the Commonwealth. They are as coarse as their feathers. They hold themselves superior. The Archjustice Androbus. Negotiate? With them? Then Headwind steps in as the lone minstrel bows and backs away. Hey, let's not decide on this just yet. We're not going anywhere right now. Not much we can agree on. We'll decide how best to go ahead and come morning. For now, let's take care of the rest. I cannot. Let's take the rest of the afternoon and get our bearings. Jadariel glares at the sky as everyone else disperses. You have the rest of the day to practice your vocations. Use well your time. Oh, boy. Okay. Forage for resources. Study in private. Mentor, a companion. To be honest, forage for resources, I don't think it's gonna work well here because everybody's already been out. No one saw anything of anything, to be honest. We can study in private to give bonuses to everyone. We can mentor a companion. Let's do that. Let's have a look. I don't know why there's like a exiles gain enlightenment twice as quickly while they have inspiration. Okay. Yeah. Me? Oh, of course, please tell me something I don't know, for there is lots of it. You sit down with Gay to go over some of the subtler aspects of the rites, such as the state of banishment and how to return from it. You sense she is beginning to understand. Enlightenment earned, yay! The 8 scribes, they so inspire me, and now I feel that I've grown somehow closer to them. Maybe? Choose a mastery for gay. I think I've already done these. Yeah. Oh, one of those. My bad. The more I think on it, I think that I don't like being banished very much. Yeah, that's fair. I don't think any of us do. I think that's all we will do for now. For this Tuesday, as it's been an hour, and we will continue Pyre next Tuesday, again, same time, 5 p.m. I hope you all have a good day. Thank you for coming. I will see you later.